colour have I got today? Or whatever colour it is, it's on the wrong layer. What layer am I on? Oh, oops, I'm on the wrong layer. So many layers. Oh god, I've got to move all these down here. Let me just organise these layers for a sec. What is this? What is this? Oh, there's that. You can go in the thumbnail. Goodbye. Oh, I see it. That's a very old copy of something that is also meant to be for here. And it's down here, because that's a skit. What is this? What is this? What is this layer right here? Nothing. Okay, get rid of it. Goodbye, layer 3. Please, please mind the background noise. I finally opened my window because it's actually getting hot in here. And all you might hear is just enhanced noises of children, teachers shouting, and I can hear a plane as well. That's more enhanced now for the window being open. It's that or I melt. So I do apologise for that. These can just be called, I don't know, skits or something. If I know how to fucking spell it. Put all these in here. Look at how cleaner that is. Now I've got just these here. So the moon, I don't need that anymore. The list I do need. Integration, I'm using that. I do need to put that somewhere. I can bring back the setting now. Lovely. Right. lot more organised. One more. It's like it's just a little scroll right now. I could possibly do one more thing to this actually. Actually, yeah, I could actually. Everything in Sketch and Ink is useless. So this integration doesn't need to actually be anywhere. I want to put that at the top. I want to put that at the top of everything. Here. Then that should remain the same. Maybe. Oh, actually, it changes quite a lot. Alright, we'll keep it as it is. We'll keep it out. Yeah. Oh, the hair as well. I'm gonna enjoy figuring out what the hair is going to be on this. I've done well so far. I just now need to figure out what the hair is meant to be. That's one of the lists today as well. Right. Where's my water at? Turn that down so it's not burning my ears out. I've got my Puref open as well, so I can see. Right. So, I am back. Drawing Companion 18. We're getting there. That's all that needs to be said. I've got this list here. So I'm gonna focus on it today. See what I get done. See what I can get done. Well, speaking of hair, to the top of the list. So let's figure out what this is meant to be. Simply by taking the colour that I'm using for the hair, and I'm just gonna put it down here, and also here, and also here, and also here, and here, and here. Look at all the variations of purple. Look at all the variations of purple. That's gonna be interesting. So, yeah. For now, I'm just going to put it up in the top corner. If I can find a good place to put it. For all we know, I could just swap it back to normal. And then change it back when I've figured it out. So I've got the colour. Let's delete it. Like, go back. Delete it. Right. Here's this. Right. God, my nose is going mad right now. Oh, not gonna lie, I feel like I've just rushed into this. I feel a little bit behind. I feel a little bit behind today. Not gonna lie. So, you know, bear with me. Bear with a lot of things today. My mind can't keep up. Right. So, let me go back into the sketch layer. This was the hair. Everything could be switched off but the hair. We're going to make this a light colour so I can see everything. This is technically useless because I've already changed a lot about it. I just want to know how I did the head. Back up to the head. Yeah. So hairs. Lovely. Just so I can see everything. So yeah, this is where I want to get Lucia's like daft hair sorted. So I can refine it later. For now, that's the head. Going down behind her head, we're gonna have it just flow down to the floor like that. We'll change it up afterwards. I'll even now that I have a bit of a chance, I actually want a bit of her hair actually flow down the front. I actually want a bit of her hair flowing down the front of her. Because the funny thing is, now that I technically have a better base for shadow, I guess I kind of have a chance to add whatever the hell I want now. Because one, the hair isn't going to interact so much with the scene. That's going to define the whole scale of the value scale or whatnot. Two, it's transparent, so it's mostly going to affect light. Whether or not I figured that out, I'm not sure. And three, it's very malleable. I don't have to change anything. I'm just adding to it already. I'm just adding to it in an existing fashion. It's only going to affect every layer on its own, rather than it being, how can I say it? It's like it's at the moment the hair's a filter. I want to find a nice filter to have the hair basically change everything because it's transparent. I don't need to do any more work to it yet. But, I guess, the hard work is already done. So now what I can do is I can just faff around with where the hair can go and make it look cool and make it look nice. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. Oh, hello, Benifer. Hope you're doing alright. Welcome. Welcome to this stream where we're getting there. We're getting there with this. We're back on the birthday piece. A month late, but we're still going. I'm getting there. It's almost there. Just gotta go down on this list here. If I'm correct, I want to check this. I don't know how to check it properly, but I want to just check it now. While I have the chance. I don't even know actually. I don't actually know. Nah. Yeah. Welcome back. It's been a bit. I appreciate your return. If I'm correct, I think you resubbed. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure how to check it. I'm not quite sure how to check it. But I hope you're having a good day. It's fucking warm right now. My window's open. I'm letting the fucking spiders in. Because I guess that is better off than me melting in my room. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't want to melt in my room right now. I do not want to melt in my room right now. So I stopped to eat a banana. I stopped to eat a banana. So I bought a banana up from downstairs. My dad brought bananas home, and I'm gonna be eating a fuck ton of them. Oh. It does say I'm subbed still. Oh, okay. Okay. Because I was looking at my I was looking at my the details. Well, I don't know if that's because resub or if it just hasn't run out yet. I don't know. I wanted to say that because I saw and I thought, oh, people resubbed. And I was gonna say thanks for resubbing, but I don't want to assume that. But I've already said it, so oops. But yeah, that and whatever gratitude I was gonna say has gone down the window now. That's gone out the window now. Because once again, it's too warm in this room. If you hear children, it's because the window's open. If you hear shouty adults, the window's open. If you hear an aeroplane, I got the window open. If you hear me screaming fear, because the window's open and the spider crawls in and they're like, "That's a nice corner you got there. Wouldn't it be a shame if I chilled there?" It's all because the window's open. But yeah, any amount of that is out the window. Assuming that you resubbed, I don't know. So I apologise for the assumption. But welcome back. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. Today we are hopefully continuing this. I'm very close to getting it done. Very close, I'm assuming. I just need to get my head down and just put the time into finishing off every single little detail. Also, what was I going to say now? Oh yeah. I don't know what I was going to say. something, new emote. I still have to finish it. It looks done, but there's one thing that I'm missing from it that I want to get it done. Just to share with you, as a subscriber, this emote can be yours. The difference with this one that I kind of like is that I'm not using black anymore. I'm using like a very dark purple. I was faffing around with this yesterday because we were chilling yesterday watching Eurovision. That was what I was working on while we were watching that. That one I haven't I haven't improved it yet. I haven't done it. I haven't really posted it up yet. But that emote that's the emote that I haven't done. Like I haven't done emotes in about a week because last week was really busy. But yeah, I'm working on that one right now. Trying to make a giant glove wall of slime, because one of the things about this piece is that I want it to look cool, but I've just remembered that this cute short Rapunzel succubus woman who's like 4'10". No joke. Wait, where is it? Oh, shit. Anyway, yeah, here she is. You might see it. She's 4'10". That says 4'10" there. That's her right there. I need to take this and put it somewhere else. Really cool stuff that I've got here. But yeah, just to share that. Actually, you know what? Let me move this to the top so I can easily access it. But yeah, this short lady, this short demonic Rapunzel lady, she has hair that she just has slime hair thrown everywhere. So what I have here looks pretty cool, but now remember, oh yeah, there's one more element that I haven't added yet. Like, this is possibly the last element that I need to add out of everything. Everything else is basically tweaking. I now need to figure out how all this works so I can get it done and make it look good. But I'll figure it out. Because I'm already quite happy with a lot of it. I just need to put the time in to make a fuck off shape and then start adding shading to it. Because have it be kind of like the floor, having a bunch of it, pushing the door open or something. That's one thing I wanted to do for this one especially. Have it look like she's invading the house. That's her style. That's her style of approach. She's like, hi, it's been a while. Here's a present. It's good to be back. I haven't been able to catch the last couple of streams because my sleep schedule's gone all wacky. Me too. I can relate. It's been a busy one for me. And yeah, I've woken up and want to go back to sleep again. I don't think I've had it. I think yesterday was the first day in like 4 days I've been able to sit down and actually just like not do anything. Because we had bank holiday Monday, and I was everywhere all day, out with family, at work. I wasn't back till, well, I was actually back pretty early Monday. It was Saturday that was a mess. Like, it was so busy Saturday, I did not get back till like 1 a.m. It sucked. But yeah, I hope you are. I hope you're doing good. Hope that the sleep comes back. Hope that the sleep comes back. Because I definitely want to sleep. I've already slopped, slopped, slept, slooped, slopped, slooper, slop, slapper, in sleep. Whoa, that Ein looks super cool. Ein. My nose, man. Gee. ASMR. Guy drops bottle of water on the floor. Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's good to have you back, though. The best type of ASMR is the one where you end up hearing. No, I can't say that. I can't say that. That's evil. Okay, tone down version. ASMR. You hear parents shouting in the background. That's what you hear. That's ASMR. People arguing in the background. ASMR. The voices in my head. That's what I'm hearing right now. The voices in my head. So yeah, nothing's changed, Benifer, since you've been gone. ASMR, the divorce appears to 20 days. I don't get the reference, but 20 days seems like the perfect amount. But yeah, nothing much has changed since you've been gone. Nothing's changed. Everything is still the same. I can say though that I only got back to this last week because the week before I never got around to it. I only got to this last week because I didn't touch it for a week up until last week, where I was able to get to the state it is now, which I'm quite proud of. I'm glad I put the time into it. What's your definition of love? Do, 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 do. Oh, is it me? The voices never stop. Oh god, tell me about it. It looks really cool. I'm quite astonished actually. Like, there was this one of the streams that I brought up on YouTube of me working on this. I think it was Friday. That was about 4 hours of me struggling to figure out what the fuck I wanted to do with this. Like, I spent 6 hours completely stumped. Still am, but the background needed to have some sort. The background needed work, but I'm glad that I got over myself, and what I have now at least has some sort of structure to it now. Like, one thing that I took from my my mentor, because I showed him this a few weeks back, and he was like, "Yo, value structure. You need to have a value structure of some sort." And I kind of know what he means, but I'm too shit to explain it. So just to prove that I kind of get what he was coming from, at least when it comes to values, um, I I can say now that I think this has somewhat of a better value structure because it's the contrast in being able to it's like an orderly fashion of trying to group things into one value. So what ended up happening with this on accident is that there's this light path that just intercepts in the middle with a little corner on the side, and it's this two piece. It's like this dark and dark sandwiching light, and I think it's a nice variation. I think it's a nice way of guiding the eye, at least. So, for me, I think I kind of figured that out. It's better than it's better than what it was like 2-3 weeks ago. Like, I had no idea. But yeah, in its state right now, I'm quite happy. Also, speaking of quite happy, I'm happy that I ditched my darlings on this. There used to be so much other shit here. Got rid of it because it was too much. And the focus should have been this bag containing a PSP, a bottle of Coca-Cola, and her other sandal. I need to figure out that. Ooh. That's going to be interesting. Anyway, I need to do a tentacle here, following the how am I gonna do this actually? Should it be like up here and then down and then like back up again like that? I'm definitely gonna have to figure out how to make that look cool. But hey, there's making it look cool, and then there's just having it work. Whether or not, because actually even better. Let's do it down here instead, and then just get rid of all this. I've praised the shapes right now, because I went on a bit of a tangent when I was doing this the other day about how I want there to be like texture and detail, but then after a bit I'm like, wait, there's detail and then there's making it look good through like light and dark, and at least right now I'm still 50-50 going back and forth on what that means, but this kind of is like point one to just using value and knowing that there's a light side and a dark side. And with how I kind of work, or at least sketch, or how I draw, how my mind works, it's complicated. I can see the former, well, the latter, being, well, using just, you know, light and dark shapes, because oh god, I'd be recommending that you watch Drawing Companion. Oh, what is it called now? It's a long one. Because I was talking to myself. When this is done, I feel like doing a giant compilation of just this, of this piece, and just showing the world that, hey, this is not easy. But for now, a lot. I got through a lot of hurdles with this. Drawing Companion 16 backgrounds. Am I right? That gave me a lot of thinking to do, and it was all live. It was all raw. It was all completely unfiltered. I struggled. That stream was like, yeah, I either sit down, figure this out, or I just don't do it. And if I wasn't streaming, I would have given up on figuring out what to do. And I'm glad I ended up doing it like a speed paint. Well, I'm not going to do it now, but I could always just, you know, export the time lapse. That's my speed paint done. I've been recording the time lapse all this time through the CSP. But as an edited down version, yeah, I could. I've been saving all the VODs for myself, but I don't know. You know, just as a proof point that this isn't 2 hours. Guess what, everyone? People doing the shorts on Instagram, doing the fucking 5 minute to 2 hour downpours where they do like the cool. They do the cool. Oh, check it out, guys. Way no, you know that they're glorifying it, and even if you knew they were glorifying it, they're glorifying the process of the 5 hours actually being 10 hours. You know, not saying that they're lying that it didn't take them 5 hours. It's that they make it look easy, but they're struggling too. Like this, yeah, guys, check out 5 weeks. in what is essentially just a 30-second to 60-second time lapse of Clip Studio Paint. There's no magic here. It's just commitment, time, patience. At the end, it looks like magic, but there isn't. You know, the magic is seeing what it is. There is no magic drawing. You're just seeing this super long grind of figuring out what the fuck this is meant to be. You know, there's no magic to it. You know, that the reels are lying to you. And you know, what, you know, this is proof. What I'm doing right now, this is proof, you know. That stream I did, I think it was last Friday. That's oh god, that's proof. That's proof it's not that easy. You know, consumers, beginner artists, anyone that wants a free book, it's not that easy. You're being tricked. You're drinking the Kool-Aid, if that is the term. I'm not sure. We've all been tricked at some point, but we need to look past the snake. We need to look past the snake. The snake is tricking us. But yeah, this has been a long time coming. But I'm glad it's in a good state right now. But I just need to. I'm so fucking close. I tell ya. So we're just gonna keep it going, and just see where this goes. Because I'm almost fucking there. I'm almost there. I swear to God. Just gonna make the hair look nice, and put the shine on everything. Make this look very confusing. Make it confusing and strange. Be it like, oh yeah, what's this bollocks? And they're like, yeah, I'm going there. It's the Confusion 100. Don't you get it? It's Confusion 100, you see. I'm gonna put a bend here. I think a bend here would be cool. Oh no, a bend here would be cool. So instead, it's kind of like have it look like it's going behind, and then I can just get rid of all this crap here. No, don't expand. Do not expand. Stay normal size. DeviantArt. Sorry. Do not expand. Remain normal size. Remain standard 6.5 head size. Oh, Jesus. And then what I can do is I'm just going to chop away all that, because that doesn't need to be shown. It's distracting. In my opinion, it's distracting. I was saying to myself that I want to start making more bad, ugly pieces, because I would do well to just have something look cool than it looking perfect. And this is not what I was expecting to be in mind. What I had in mind was doing this, but in 2 hours in one session, because I wanted to get it done faster, you know. I guess the cool factor doesn't take 46 less hours than it would do if you just put time into it to make it look cool. So, you know, once again, I have found out that speed cannot be achieved through half-arsing it. But I guess that kind of comes off as me going, oh yeah, but what about this? What about this? Like, No one's gonna know, you know. No one's gonna look at that and go, he's trolling. That's that's something that I can allow. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, the ugly pieces, it's not that they turn out ugly or they turn out bad. It's that perfection is evil. This isn't to make it perfect. This is just me adding what's left. I would wonder what point that I start thinking in like a perfectionist mindset in its own way, where it's not good or bad, but in that mindset. When would I start going into that mindset in a point where I would not know? Because that would be a point of, okay, what am I getting out of it? Is it even worth it? You know. Because at the moment I'm still going through the phase of just finishing what I haven't put down yet. You know. There's parts I haven't even finished putting in yet. Look at that. That. You can hear Bailey outside now. He's here to tell you all that you should follow and subscribe. Don't listen to Bailey. Bailey, stop telling them to subscribe. Stop it. The dog's like, do it. Do it. I'm like, no. Stop it. This is not what I want. Bailey, stop. No. He's it's not me, it's the dog. It's the dog. I'm so sorry, everyone. The dog can't help himself. Ooh, wait. Escape that. There's a bit here that goes in to the side of her head. Like that. We're giving her a big haircut. Tricked, fooled, bamboozled even. Indeed. If you never stop on it till it's perfect, then you'll never stop. For sure. To be honest, for me, never stopping is the idea of I'm too ambitious sometimes. And yeah, I don't know. Like, the commitment of just getting through the slow, confusing mist of how the fuck am I meant to do all this? I have to fight that. Because I might not always get out of it. My mind tricks me sometimes, and I don't get to find out what I'm capable of when I know that, yeah, you know, am I over my head with the ideas that I actually want to do? Funny enough, not enough, because I still manage. I still manage, funny enough. It's quite crazy. It's quite crazy, actually. Yeah, that's not how that works. Oops. Let me go back a few steps. That's behind, even though that looks kind of cool, but We'll have that over it. There's polish, and then there's me just needing to basically finish what I haven't added yet. What are you gonna do about it? And what are you gonna do about it? Simplify the shapes so you can limit the complexity. So that would work. Have it stumble over her ear. Sorry, I can't hear you. Even though she replied back to you, my ears are filled with slime. Your whole body is made of slime. What? Ugh, booger you. I heard that. Oh yeah, of course you fucking did, you stupid bitch. Excuse me. I could tear you apart right now. I'm like, oh yeah, go on. Go on, acid. Call your bluff. Shit. That's in front of her hair. I need to figure out the hairdo, man. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm hearing the teacher right now in the school fucking scolding the children. It's the benefits of living right outside of fucking school. That was me when I was in school as well, so, you know, I relate. What am I meant to fucking do about it? What am I meant to do about it? I just hear this every day, and I'm just like, oh god, fucking damn it. I guess it was meant to go. What about, yeah. I guess that was meant to go in front of the head after all. I guess I could possibly do it up here instead. Simplify the shape a little bit, just so it could be a little bit more simple, like that. And then this doesn't need to be here because that's the limb on her head that's going around. I do want to add this little section in because that little section here is where her hair is behind her. Ooh. I'll end up going back through this and maybe adding like a complement, not a complementary, but I feel like I'd say complementary just for the fun of it. Like a secondary colour to make sections of the hair look dark without needing to change anything. Like like, because right now I'm using a layer to make this look really nice. Well, very nice quotes. Like I'm using vivid light right now, and I like the colours of just it's affecting how it's being affected by the background. Um, the hair is being affected by the background, where it ends up looking like magenta, a bit of purple, really dark purple, like indigo and all that. Like I might go back in and have a layer underneath just to add in maybe some form on accident, and all I'm doing is basically putting one color, fuck knows, in front of it, just to make it have like a, some sort of 3D form to it. But it might just be interpretive. I don't know. Either way, all the more reason for me to basically go back in, change some more colours, and then basically just throw a bunch of purple light everywhere. See if that works. I don't know. I might not. Who knows? Okay, child. You hear a child going, "What the hell?" Hopefully, in about an hour's time, they've all gone they've all gone home. I'm hoping they do. Because half of my brain power is having to hear that. And I can't filter it out. I'm not that perfect. But it's fine. That just means I have something to comment on. Ooh. I'll definitely add some light to this. Have it so there's a slime limb just coming out of nowhere, opening the door. She's like, "Let me in." Nah, we open the door. The MC, the me, the you, the insert individual anon who opens the door and goes, "Oh look, it's this thing." I do like what I've gone for, actually. Maybe put a bit more shape here. Yeah. I might actually put like a bunch out here, but I think that might be a bit too distracting. Like, it won't be that much. It might not be that much worth it because you won't see it all. And two, it might end up just not even being seen. So I'm not going to do that. What I will do, though, is just follow the floor. Because I want to make this a bit more noticeable. Like, she's got, like, a pile of hair. Not a pile of hair, but, like, it's blobbing up into, like, a shape. I want to try and show that somehow. Because what I'm thinking about right now is that, like, Lucia, so here she is. So, this is Lucia. Here she is. That's her. Here's her body. So, with her hair, it goes over her head. But then what happens is that she's got super long hair, or what appears to be hair. It flows down to the floor, and it basically just blobs up. It basically blobs up below her, and then that's how you get all the individual, blobs. And it like spreads out. That's the idea behind her. I have a better representation of that somewhere, but I don't want to. I don't know where it is. I know where it is. I just don't want to grab it. But who knows what else is on that file? So I'm just gonna. This is all you're getting. That's the representation of Lucia's hair. She's small, but she has lots of, like, basically weight on her. That's her, basically. So, representing that in whether it's a subtle or obvious way, this is what I'm going to do in that sort of way. Especially since I like the fact that there's a bit of a curve over. Like, it's kind of like it was meant to be circling the importance. But yeah, I need to add a bit more size to this. Just to make it look a bit more... Not 3D, but I guess highlights would be useful here. But yeah, there you go. That actually would be it. Now, aside from colours of the background, I would like to light some of it so you can see it. And I'll do that in a minute. I just need to go to the toilet. I'm holding a piss in. I will be back very shortly. I am so happy that my windows are open. Like, the ventilation is so much better. Oh yeah, did I tell this as well, actually? I'm going to tell this while I eat my wagon wheel. Because I can. Yeah. Speaking of ventilation, which will end up being mentioned later, in this little story, because I don't think you were here, Benifer, for this. Let me do it down here. But yeah. Anyway, you guys can barely fucking see that. Yeah, I recently upgraded my GPU, after finding I found a 3070 Ti in a CEX, and after luckily finding out that it was still on sale, 4 days later when I walked back in, I had the money because I was hoping it would still be there. I copped it because I thought, fuck it, why not? I'm never gonna get another chance. I get home, put it in, and I'm like, yes, I'm so glad, but it's now getting even more hotter in here. You know, that on top of the hot weather, the closed window, I now have a PC that's basically turning into a radiator. Ventilation is what I need to do. I need to get a better case. So I'm saving up for a better case, because I want to get a newer case that has, better, ventilation. Because what I've got right now has basically, like, it has no ventilation other than the holes at the back for what would be the CPU, or just the fan at the back, and the holes on the side of the front, at the front. Not straight at the front, just on the side on the front. That's it. It's useless. And I can already imagine the fact that since the CPU is the only thing that's blowing air out, the GPU is basically just throwing the hot air around. So within like 15 minutes, I'm touching my tower, it's warm as hell, and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I dealt with this when I had a 2060, but now I'm working with better tools, and I don't want to destroy my PC, especially after spending money on a new GPU. So I want to get myself a new case where I can get better fans, and also better ventilation in that tower as well, more space as well. What I'll end up getting is going to end up being smaller. Hopefully, everything will still fit, but that's my next upgrade for my tower. Yeah, you heard that too? I heard it. God damn. Children don't know when to shut up. Yummy wagon wheel. But yeah, I need to get myself a better tower for ventilation. But the first step, at least for this room, is opening that window. So fuck knows what's going to come in here now, but I guess it's that or a melt. It's that or I melt in my own heat and sweat. That will happen. Going to bed every night sucks, because I'm almost going fucking commando for just how hot it is. Like, what's the point of having a quilt when I'm lying there staring at the ceiling with a blocked nose, and I'm like, this is painful. Like, how am I meant to sleep in this? So, that window open. Well, it's wide open. I'm hoping that could at least cool down this overall room, and in turn also me. Like, summer's coming. I don't want that window to be shut. I will regret it. I will regret it. Oh. Oh. Speaking of which, now that I'm looking at toes, the cake on Lucia's foot reminds me that I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for the sprinkles. I forgot that I want to do that. I want to add sprinkles on the cake, but I have no idea how I'm gonna do that. I need to look for a sprinkle inkle brush of like multicolored or something. Unless I'm just gonna pick a variety of colours that are within the same value, and I just start peppering those everywhere. That's all I'm gonna be able to do. And then we're gonna render every single fecking sprinkle because I'm determined like that. Not gonna lie, that might actually happen. I don't want to do that, but that will happen. Oh god. Actually, that's a good point. I'm gonna look. Is there like a multicolored brush? I want to check that. Let me look for that on Google. Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint. Multi colored actually, let's put sprinkle brush in. Inkle. It's not sprinkle brush. Is there any sort? Rainbow sprinkles. Ah. Does it cost money? No, it doesn't. Oh my god, yeah. Free. Is it me or is it is it me or is the example they're using a black character's head? Sure. Whatever works for you. Rainbow Sprinkles by 1D10. Okay. Well, let's go find that. Let's go find that on the actual program. Let's go see if I can find it on the application once it finishes loading. Okay. Rainbow sprinkles. Pastel rainbow brushes. Nope, I'm good. Thank you. Translated by Microsoft. Thanks. I still hate you. Well, the brush I found isn't there. But there is this one. Sprinkles brush by... Oh. Wait. Yeah, it's just multicolours. Sprinkles, classic, star sprinkles, rainbow, any color. That's cool. Okay, I'll download that. I'll download that, and I'll give that a try. Download will start automatically on device with Clip Studio installed. You can re-download materials at any time of downloads. Refer to the following for how to use download materials. Where are download materials saved? How do I import materials? With which software can I use the okay, sure. As long okay, thank you. There we go. Wait for it to download and then I can import it. Dead sure it's easy. I've just got to remember how to. Just got to remember where it is. I could have done this like a week ago, but I didn't. So, I'll be fine. Are they getting? They're getting close to the bloody back garden. ASMR children shouting their asses off as I wait for my sprinkle brush to download. I'm pretty sure the live stream music right now is masking all the sounds you're hearing outside. But when the VOD comes out and the music's been taken out, all you will hear is just whatever the fuck's happening outside. Oh. What do you expect from a PS5 controller? Really? Something, you should go XLR. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. What I have just works, so I'm not gonna faff around with it. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god. Every single, oh my god, I can just download the red sprinkle. There's sprinkle brushes and then there's classic. So we've got the sprinkle. Wait, let me move that out of the way. There's the sprinkle brush and then there's the classic sprinkles. I'm gonna give the. Actually, to be honest, I'm gonna check if it's actually here. If it isn't, downloaded material catalog. Actually, yeah. Sprinkle brush. Okay, it should be here then. Fingers crossed that it's here. If not, then shit. Right, I'm gonna save. If it lets me. It's gone. It disappeared. It died. That was not meant to happen. Second time that Clip Studio Paint crashed on me. Amazing, actually. I've used this program for almost 3 years and it's crashed twice. That's the second time it's crashed. Amazing. Here it is. It's back and ready to go. Okay. So, question. Where is it? Where do I find it? Airbrush? Nope. Oh! Would I need to add a subtool? I think I'd have to add a subtool. Effects. Clothing. Line brushes. Background. Let's do effects. I think add it here. Right, yeah, here we go. So, I am... This is only going to be like a one-use thing. Let's let's add the classic sprinkle. If it lets me. It might not be so easy. It's taking me back here again. That's not really what I wanted. Oh, no, it's because I... Oops. Okay, oops. I pressed the wrong button. Classic. And just normal sprinkles. Can I do it both? Yes. So, classic sprinkles and regular sprinkle brush. Not any. Not star. Not the star ones. Those are distracting. Add to palette. And there they are. I'm glad that did not take me that long. And I will figure out how they work. Oh, and it's gone. Where the hell did that go? Okay. Okay. There was text here, but it's gone, and I wonder if I lost anything. But I guess I won't know now. Right, we'll figure out that brush in a minute. So. Should I try? Should I add some sort of form to all this? I could actually do such a thing, but I'm not sure. Like, I either add form to the tentacles to make them look a bit more 3D, or I keep it as it is, and I just find out another way of making it look a bit more nicer. Well, there is one thing I could do. Whether or not it works. But if I go down to the setting and I go into the floor and I grab the colour that I'm using here and I basically start adding that shadow in again, whether or not... Oh, wait. Where's the light? It's that. And then what I can do instead is I can just add it here, just to show that there is some sort of ground, and I could possibly shade the slime doing this, but only for the inside, because this colour is used for the inside. Go back up to the... To be honest, if I wanted to, I'd possibly do this a different way, but whatever. Just want to get rid of that. Just to show that there's like a step down to it. Bit of a step down. Make it a bit more bigger and noticeable, so it's a bit more, you know, specific. Then I'll do one here as well. Talk about shading the slime in a separate layer, and all I'm doing is I'm basically just adding in light from the behind, and then just doing that. Like, that could work, and I'm gonna do that because why not give it a try? At least when it comes into the house, you'll kind of notice it. I kind of like that is a bit more noticeable. It's going to be subtle. So, question one, what's the point? Good question. Because it's fucking worth it. Because it's worth it. It's worth my time to make it look nice for that reason. Yeah, Bailey is still telling you all to subscribe. Not bad for saying that. Bailey, stop it. No, they need to subscribe. I am the emotional support dog. They need to support me. Do it for Bailey. He won't stop. He won't stop. That actually is noticeable, so I'm gonna keep doing it. The doggy makes a convincing argument. I'd subscribe if I wasn't. Oh boy. Bailey, I hate you. Bailey, I love you, but fuck you. Okay, so that would be the inside. Now the integration, even though it's technically not going to help me here, because it's on the inside, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove what's underneath it, because I can do that. But that, I don't know. Have a stretch. You know what? That's a good idea. Save my work as well. Whew. Right. Okay. You know what? Do you PC? Ooh. Ooh. Right. Lovely. Thank you for that. I need that. Where did... Oh, here it is. You better not be shrimping on me, you twat. Realign that spine. The bestest liquid flavor. Hydrate with some what was it? With some sweaty gamer feet or something. What was that joke that they did? Can't remember, but that was funny. It's that old meme from like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, where it was like, the gamer girl bathwater or something. It was that. Right. I guess the background is what I'm going to need to do. Oh yeah, I did that bit down there. I might use the colour for that actually. Delicious bath water. Take up some tub liquid with the tubber. The gamer tub water. The gamer tub water. Flavors including salt, super salty, mega salt, and red flavor? No, red flavor. No, we can't have red flavor. There's BO, there's salt, and there maybe be like red flavor, but I don't know. Order now and get your bonus drain hair candies for free, because we need to scrape the barrel completely empty, so we're going to sell you that as well. That's what I think, at least. The money. Stop with the ideas. We're gonna be stop with the money. We're gonna be making millions. Oh, the darkness has contained her. No. I need to take the hair, go back to the integration. Is it in the integration? No, it's the what did I use? I forgot what I was using. Was that right? Just want to use the same floor shadow for her hair. See how that works out. I might even use the silhouette, but it's that or that. Doesn't really matter, but we're gonna try anyway. Anywhere that is behind her would be useful because it's not It's not in front of her hair. Yeah, let's do that. But we should be a lot more deliberate. And then this underside, what we're going to do is we're going to darken. Oh yeah, that's for the character. We shouldn't worry about that. This bit, this kind of disappears. So, what does that mean? We're just going to have to add a bit of shadow there. You don't even see it. I don't think this is a good idea. Let's add it to the hair instead. Down here's fine, but let's see what happens if I go for something a bit more blue and saturated, and I just add that in instead. Yeah, let's stick to that. And I can add it to the actual scene as well. Right, so all this doesn't matter, just wanted to show some form in there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Was born on Christmas Day. There you go. Fact checked, yeah. Also, Benefer, just curious to ask actually. I was looking at my dashboard and my dashboard told me that toe tip apparently was being used in other channels, and I'm like, how? I'm there looking at the analytics and I'm finding out that if I switch my emotes used to outside of my chat, apparently my emotes have been used in other channels. Is that your doing? Is that your doing, by the way? Just to just curious to ask. Very curious. Oh, wrong bloody brush. I don't want this to be too complicated because I don't really need. Oh, okay. No, I don't really need this to be so specific. Is that a yes, Benefit? I'm not quite sure. You are someone who likes to bring around a lot of emotes, and to be honest, like once again, I'm already surprised by the amount of support about support that I'm already getting. Like I've only been back a month, and I'm surprised that I've already got a bit of support. But to say that my emotes are already being used in like other chats, I'm like, how? Like, it's already incredible, at least to me, because I'm just like, who is doing this madness? Who's responsible for this madness? You had good emotes, to be honest. I showed Faith the toe tip one, and she really liked that one. I gotta say, I am quite proud of that one. Not for the effort I put in, but like the idea itself. So I'm glad I have a good one that's more of like a what the fuck, because if I'm correct, from my assumption, like what makes a good emote um are ones that are so confusing and so weird that you get people in chat and even the streamer themselves go, "What the fuck is that?" Like that's a good emote to me. To me, it's an emote that makes people confused and they have to go look at it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, what the hell is that? Like, that's the point. Like, you've got to look at where these people are. You've got to look at where these people are using these emotes from. Like, where did they originate? That's the funny part about the emotes to me, that there could be some strange ones, and those are the ones that I feel like are the ones that end up being the popular ones. Just the confusing, what the fuck are this? What the fuck is this? But yeah, I guess um I have one that, in my opinion, from what I just said, has that nature where someone will be like, okay, what is this? I really like this one. To be honest, that B one is really funny. But I also do like the lurk one. I do like the lurk one. The lurk one's cute. Yeah, when I see really cool emotes, I usually try to see where they're from. Yeah, like I keep forgetting that. Oh yeah, these emotes can be used anywhere on Twitch. Yeah, I know. I'm glad that one came out. Like I wish I put more effort into it, but for the size, not particularly the size it's viewed at, but the size of the pixels that I drew it on, it gets the job done, you know? Like, I'm slowly learning a little bit more about how much you can actually fit into a small area. And the best part is that you have a lot of room to fill. Um, and I like that it's not as hard as I initially thought. All I need to do now is just keep searching and figure out more about how these emotes can work, because I've got some good ideas that I want to try and bring to life. But I need me some more time. Eventually, I will figure I will figure out how such things work. But I will be fine for now. Wrong brush, you silly Billy. You silly Billy. Silly Billy. You call me a silly Billy. Call me a silly Billy one more time. You're a silly Billy. Strangles neck. Head pops off. Rolls across the floor like a bloody ping pong ball. Goes, ow, that hurt. Puts head back on. Neck. Absolutely fucking destroys you for that. You'll rue the day you popped my head off. This has been an exchange. Do not piss off. Do not piss them off. I need to piss again. Give me a sec. Fuck it all. I shall be back. I need to piss again. The next piece of chocolate, Kinder Bueno, because I have a Brenner. Yeah, I know. It's that moment again where I have to go like to the toilet like every 20 minutes. Ugh. Ooh. Right, we're gonna eat a Brenner because I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling lucky. How's the weather doing in the US for you? Um, Bennifer. How's it looking for you right now? Because I can imagine that. Oh, bloody hell. I think it's that time of the day where the sun is going to line up and hit my screen and then back into my head again. Because actually it kind of already has actually, but it kind of already has. It's funny because I wake up in the morning and the sun is literally directly in my face. So for me, the sun starts on the left side, at least in my room, hitting me straight in the face on the right side. As it turns from left to right throughout the day, I'm on my laptop right now on the left side of my room. So when the sun fucking goes into the right, it's shining me back in from the left. Or the right, I guess. Yeah. The sun won't leave me alone. And even more worse as well, when I get home from my walk and I sit down at my main desk to eat food, the sun's blaring through the middle. Straight onto my monitor. So there's me closing my blind. So I can watch a video on my phone. So annoying. This banana's nice though. It's melting in my hand. It's in the wrapping though, so don't have to wash my hands. Or lick my fingers. What a chill day. I'm glad I finally have the day off. I fucking deserve it. Right. Oops. Chocolate Blake. Chocolate Blake. Chocolate break over. Right. So I've got a lighter colour. The darker colour is at blue. I want it to be more red. Want to make this a lot bit more solid so you guys can see that it's a bit more lighter, but you won't even see it. Like, you won't even see that. Violent colours. Look at that. There we go. This is reminding me of a piece I did for the start of the year, where I did something similar to this. Um, I actually, like the fact that I'm bringing it back a little bit, but I also like the fact that I'm actually trying to be a little bit more subtle in trying to make it just a little bit more, easier to draw. Like doing, doing this compared to what I did before definitely has been, it's been a lot more easier because I'm not trying to overcomplicate it. Yes, I'm trying to make it look nice, but I guess I have a bit more experience through what I was trying to do last time when I was doing something like this, because this is exactly the same as the piece I did for the start of the year, being like, oh yeah, this is me now, and then I look back and I'm like, yeah, that isn't me right now. Like, nothing's changed. I'm still shit, but that doesn't mean I'm worse. Just that was the first time I decided I wanted to try and be a little bit more specific in how I wanted to try and show my improvement, and that was by trying something completely new, not actually knowing how to do it, and then spending about 3 weeks struggling to trust my own decisions, because if it doesn't look like this popular artist's work, then I fucking failed. But that wasn't the intention. It was just me struggling to just look at the bigger picture and go, what do I think looks good? You know? That was the big hurdle for me. Just being like, okay, what am I trying to do here? You barely see it, but I like it. At least there's some sort of form there. However that works. Give it a bit more softness. This is technically potential highlights that I'm adding, actually. So keep that in mind, me, because this will teach you what actually matters. I've already added it here, but it's more of like a subtlety. I'd add it down here, but you wouldn't notice it. But I'm gonna add it anyway because I'm a piece of shit like that. No one will know, I promise. You see it? Nope, that's what I thought. You won't know. You won't know. It's only subtle. It's only subtle for me to tell you that it was there and now it's gone. Yeah. There's doing a better job, and then there's doing something completely different. And I'm glad I'm okay with doing a better job, because yeah, this definitely could be better, but I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'll keep it Right. Uh, so taking shading out of the consideration, because that we're not doing shading. Not shading. We're not doing highlights yet. Um, that's done. Done the indoors. The cake is next. We'll do that in a minute. Take a quick break. Oh yeah. The sprinkles as well. The sprinkles are a part of the sprinkles are part of the cake as well. So I'm like, oh yeah. What's different about the cake? Well, the cake in this question is the feet. I need to make the cake on the feet look tasty. I need you to know and pretend that the cake was stepped on. Yeah. So the cake and the sprinkles are two separate things. I might do those in the same. I might do that. I might do those the same. Like I've already started. Save work. Save work while I have a chance. Before Clip decides to have a go at me. Yeah. So. Save. You gonna save? I won't continue if you don't save. There you go. Yeah. So the sprinkles is just an idea that may not even work out. I just want to do it because I kind of just want something decorative that won't take me like an hour to do. Like, it's like having a grass brush. I want a sprinkle brush so I can just make the cake look nice without me needing to put the time in. Like, I've already started the cake. I just need to finish it with some parts that I haven't got to yet. But that, the sprinkles are the last thing. The cake itself is not done, but there's parts I want to continue and finish. Oh, where's my phone? There it is. It's 5:00. Good timing. I just want to be friends. That cool? Yeah, we can be friends. Busts down door with benefits. Okay, Jesus. I've had enough. I'm not waiting anymore. My feelings for you. Stupid template, man. It's only been 2 hours. Yeah, that did not feel like 2 hours. I did start at 3, so yeah, that would make sense. Oh well. Making good timing though, so could have been worse. Knowing that there's a lot more to do here and that I might not get to it today, I'm very curious on what's next. because that's one thing I want to mention. One thing that I might have said on stream, but I want to say it again. This list is basically like the last of what I need to do before I maybe add highlights and maybe some other things. I'm not sure, depending on what actually there is left. But at the end of the day, when this list is done, I'm just going to look at what's next and make another list. But you know, how long am I going to go on with that until I can go, yeah, that's fine? You know, the bigger question for me right now is how much time does this need now? Like, how much time is left for me to give to this? Because I was looking at this before I did the hair and I thought I could leave it and be happy with it, but it's not done, you know? Like, this isn't perfectionism. This is I'm missing some pieces of the puzzle. So, um, um, you know, I've got to go back. I've got to come back and add the rest. But I definitely, I'm happy with where it's at. It's not done yet. There's still parts that I need to add and maybe even emphasize. But that's it. That's the whole thing really. And then, you know, that's it. You know. But yeah, this list might be like the final things to add, and then it's just whatever else I want to add. Like, I'm not good with polish. I'm not good with rendering or finishing touches or post processing or whatever. Like, I might add some sort of blur effect. I might add grain to it. I don't know. What else? I might even go back through and look at filters. That's another list that I'll end up doing after this one. But then after that list, will I be happy? You know? Will I be satisfied? That's the thing. Most likely no, but is it much worth the time to continue? Possibly not. But it's just, you know, how much left do I need to do? That's the thought. Because I'm locking down on what now is needed, and after this list, there's not much left. Let's just say that. So, you know, I definitely want to give this a bit of my time tomorrow as well, because I don't want to. I don't want to call it, but I might get this done on Friday's stream. Don't quote me. This might be done Friday. Slowly work on what is on this list today. See if I can get it done in stream. Do a little bit tomorrow, and then a final stretch on Friday. Maybe. I don't know. I might be getting ahead of myself, but that's a possibility. But other than that, you know, till I get to that point, it's, you know, like what time does this need now? You know? Because like I said, I'm happy with it already, but there's still things to add. No perfectionism included. That's not that. That's not this. But at least I now know where things are meant to be. So it's just making them look as good as I can, and then going, that's fine, doesn't matter, it works, move on. But yeah, it's only been 2 hours, so you know what can I do really? Hello, Andrew. Welcome to an actual day when I stream, mate. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in, Andrew Unique, everyone. Yes, it has been a nice day. I'm gonna sneeze. Wait. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not gonna sneeze. Okay. Yeah. It's been nice and sunny today. Even better as well. I've had my window open. I opened my window for the first time in like maybe 2-3 months. I've given in. I either burn alive in my room as I basically turn into a grape in a microwave, or I let the spiders in. I let the ladybirds in because, well, I I don't want to burn alive. It's too hot in my room. Is it cold there? Not at the moment. It's been fairly warm. It's been really warm in the UK right now, at least where I live. But it's getting very hot in my room, and I need my window open to get the cold and the heat out, just so I can get through the day without melting. So it's been a great day because I've had my window open. And if you were here earlier, you'd be hearing bloody enhanced sounds of children screaming, adults shouting at those children, and the dog outside barking. Because I live near a school, and I'm on the side of the house where I'm by the back garden. So you'd be hearing that. But I'm glad that everyone's gone home. Thank you. So now all I've got is whatever remaining sun we've got from the afternoon, and some fucking ventilation coming into this room. Like, it's so much more cooler in here now because I'm getting all the heat out the room. If I had that window shut, I'd be burning. I'd be burning right now. 3? What do you mean by that? What's the passcode? ***3. Sure. But yeah. It's been a nice day today. So, yes, Andro, we are back, and we are continuing the birthday piece. I was talking about how the final stretch is potentially close. Very close, actually. And I would do well to try my best to get this list done today, and then have more to do tomorrow, and then maybe get this done on Friday. Maybe. It all depends on what I get done today and tomorrow in my own time. Right, so hair's done. I'm going to go to cake now. So I already started the cake, but what I'm missing from the cake is what is also on this sketch here. It's the, I can grab that colour. Can I grab that colour? Thank you. Nice. I thought you are done with this piece, piece. Oh no, I'm not done with it yet. There's still things to add, but the final stretch might be this week. Also, thank you for the drink liquid. It's water today. Yazoo milkshakes went back up in price, but that might not stop me. I'll spend £2 on that shit. That shit's worth it. Right, so that. Ooh, I like the look of that. Yeah. So as you could see, I didn't really make much sense of it. But Lucia, she stepped in the cake. she couldn't help herself. That's why there's chocolate on her foot. She stepped in the cake, but I would have done well to make the cake look like it got destroyed. But for now, I'm just gonna treat it as the cake's fine, but she just pressed her foot in it. Even though it makes no sense, but it's fine. I don't want to go back on myself. That one change could mean anything. Water is still the best drink, though. It is. If it's iced as well, cold water is really, really nice. Right. So, if I go to cake, I shaded the cake separately. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lower the sketch layer so I can see underneath it. And I'm just going to add some shadow underneath. Right, so I could actually... Ooh. This is where it gets interesting now. Because I might... I'm going to end up looking up fucking foot focus cake trampling at this point. I'm going to do that at this point. But I'm going to hold back for now. I don't want to get a hold of myself too early. I'll do it, but not right now. I'm going to do it, but not. Right. So she stepped in the cake, meaning part of the cake would basically have a little bit of we'll use the real brush. Part of the cake is going to have a little bit of like, it's like she stepped in it, but she didn't deform the cake, even though it technically would crumble. But what I'm thinking about is that she stepped in the cake and it got basically like, she took the cream with it. Oh, I've got to get the toe nice. To be honest, I definitely could exaggerate all this, but for now, I'm not going to worry so much about it. I'll possibly convince myself later when I'm looking at this and going, oh yeah, that would make sense. That could be worth my time as a whole. But for now, what I've got right now is what I'm going to stick with. We've got the cake. Ladies and gentlemen, she has stepped in the cake. We are going to need to stop her. We need to stop her. She's stepping in the cake again. Emergency. The demon has stepped her little tootsies in the cake again. I had an idea actually. I had an idea to actually do like a little panel at the back where she's got like the I want to quickly show this. Like I had a bit of an idea like where like in the bottom corner here maybe there'd be like a portrait of her foot where she's basically looking at where'd it go? Oh, oops. Where she'd be so basically front from the back, there's her ankle, there's her foot. There's her foot, and then she's basically like she's doing the tiptoe, and her foot would basically be up here, and she's doing the pinchy toe like that, and like her foot basically should be showing that she stepped in it. I'd do that another time, but that was the idea I had in mind, whether or not I re-enhance it. But hey, this has gone on for so long, so many ideas I could add to this, but I've done it for so long that I just want to get it done, look at it and go, yes, what would be, a continuation from this, Also, what would be the cake destroyed? Ooh. That's the question of the day. That's the question of the day, really. So she just gently touched the cake with her foot. Why she stepped in the cake? Because she's a devious little bitch that knows my fetishes, and she's not gonna let me turn it down. That's why she stepped in the cake. The context here is that she came to me, like it's my birthday in April at least. She gave me a cake with her 24 on it, but she stepped in it. That's the context. That's why I want to change her face as well. That's one thing I want to do. I want to change her face to have a bit more of like a, what's her name now? Like a Yuzuki-chan sort of stare. I want to give her that sort of stare. And she's just like, I want to give her that type of grin. But yeah, that's the context here. Not gonna lie, this idea is, as you would say, it's a bit extra, but I would rather just see where it goes than just half-assing it because it's an idea. I want to show that the idea is possible by making it work out for me. But yeah, there you go. Let me... Ooh, wait. Let me move this foot a bit closer to the center, opening a void to the outside world. No, I need to fill that in. The outside world is simply an illusion. There's no such thing as an outside world. We need to remove that. You don't get to see the outside world. Just looks like a giant highlight. There we go. Right, so with that, I can now get rid of that. Now I want to go back to icing, and I want to take the colour I used for the shading, and now what I want to do is I basically just want to enhance the shading on this by simply going into the cake, taking that foot, and then what I want to do is I want to invert it, and I just want to start adding like a shadow around it. Checking out your Twitter, that's some nice feet you've got there. Yeah. Whether or not that's a bunch of... Whether or not I'm just retweeting things. I don't really have a main place I post my stuff anymore. I do, but that depends on where I first take it. I do have a Pixiv, but I haven't really put it here. I put some stuff there, but out of maybe the 4 places I post my stuff, there's going to be something different on all of them. But to be honest, Twitter's the best place for me. It's just Twitter just feels like that girl that doesn't tell me what she wants. Like, to me, Twitter's a narcissist that doesn't give a crap, and it's a struggle. It's like when I post, nothing happens, but then I wonder why. I don't know. Shadow banned, I don't know. Instagram is possibly the best place for me at the moment, because at least most of the art friends I have on there see it, but then I get to see their work too. I've tried out Tumblr. I want to keep using it, but it's a lot. It's a lot of work. But Pixiv mainly ish is where I post not all, but most of the stuff I've done. Not all of it, but that's where I mostly post my stuff at the moment, at least. There's more stuff on there that I haven't even put anywhere else. But Pixiv is one you can find through my Instagram and my Twitter as well. But yeah, whatever account you go to, there's feet. The same feet, yeah, but it's still feet. It's still feet. Let me get rid of that so I can just remove. I want to remove this because I don't need all of this. I'll change it in a minute. But what I will do now that I have it, is I want to go back to the cake, Magic Wand tool the cake, do a expand layer, not expand layer, change layer. Oh, no. Okay. Go to icing, invert layer. I want the dark colour I've been using, and I just want to add that shading back in, just to show there's a bit more of a ridge to it, but now the cake has a bit more ridge to it. Like that. If I invert it again, I want to get rid of the shadow in the feet, because I'll shade that differently. Right, invert it again. Now what I want to do is I want to go in, and I just want to start adding a bit more of like a ridge to the outer side of this. Make it look like a crater, even. Freezing, I see. Add a bit of ridge here, up there. Okay. So just remove parts of it that I don't need. Let's do it in a way where we can add a bit more shading in there. Okay. Oh, no. Wrong brush. Oh, no, a razor tool. Okay. Bum 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 bum. But still, the cake gotta be a little bit squished. That's the thing, actually. I know what you mean. You're not wrong there. But still, the cake should be squished. Okay, then. Someone's arguing outside now. Right. Squashed cake. Let's look at that. Squashed. I can't spell squashed. Squashed cake. Oh my god, look at this is amazing. The destruction the cake has got. It's just pictures of babies just destroying smashed cake. Oh my god. Smashed cake. Nah, I need to squished cake. Not smashed, squished. How do I spell that shit? Oh, bloody hell. Everything is falling apart. God damn it. Squished. Missed the U before the I. This is ASMR, everyone. Right. The cake reference I was using. I like this reference. that's just whoa, that's destroyed. A stock image of a cake being completely crushed. Okay, I must do the unthinkable. I shall put the titular 2 words in. Yes. Of course. Of course. I found it. If I wanted to find... Oh, yeah, that's perfect. If I wanted to find... If I wanted to find the perfect image of a cake being stepped on, obviously, it needs to be by a pair of feet crushing it. Why am I so dumb to not remember that? Have I forgotten what this this channel's all about? No, I'm not being fucking pandering for the sake of it. But really, yeah. I want to find a smashed cake. Yeah. Let's like find an image. Oh god, that's perfect. Okay. Okay, give me a quick sec. I love the fact that I'm seeing the same foot model. All I put was foot fetish in right at the end of squished cake, and that's all I see. Oh bloody hell. Damn. Good shit. Right. I need a wee. I've got what I need. I've got what I need. Oh, wait, oops. I've got what I need. I just need to go to the toilet. Again, I will be back once more. Better to just get a cake stepped on it and use that as a reference. And then I'll have the perfect library. It's perfect. Right, I have a reference. Well, I have reference, but I've got a bunch of others here. Actually, not gonna lie, there is a reference here. There actually is a reference here of someone stepping in a cake, and the cake actually is withstanding pretty strongly. It's just the cake's basically just parting. Like the cake's not disappearing; it's just retaining its form. So there's that. So I don't know. I like this one though. This kind of makes a lot more sense to what I'm trying to do, but the cake ain't gonna shake off all that effort. It needs to. Oh yeah, bloody hell. Okay. Okay. Andronique, we're doing this for you because you're right. You're right. This cake needs to have a little bit of damage to it. So let's let's figure it out. So the cake, luckily, is just one layer. The shading isn't though, as you can see. So get rid of the shading of the cake. And then what I'll do is I'm going to take the board that Lucia is holding and I'm going to separate that. I want to separate that and then get rid of it from this layer. Then I'll call this the tray. That didn't do anything. Oops. Oh, yeah, there it is. Right. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Cake. What? No, we'll call it tray. Put that underneath. Okay. Now, what I want to do. Oh, I think I've done it. So there's the cake. There's the tray. I'm gonna call this old, and then I'm just gonna make it just disappear. Right, there's nothing here, but hopefully, if I can figure out how I can keep the reference the same, not reference the same. What like I'm not quite sure what's going to be behind the cake or what's in front of the cake. Like hopefully, with the reference I've got, I don't have to worry so much about figuring out all of it because I don't really want to do that, but we'll figure it out. Right. Smashed cake. Right. Actually. Duplicate it and then get rid of that. Cake smashed. Take rid of that. Okay, now I've got a spare one. Right. Now, this cake is all we need now. So, let's just get... Oh, yeah. Let's just get rid of the numbers and let's add back that shape a little bit just to keep it a bit more natural. Right. So, with the references I've got, there's one where there's basically like a gentle foot in there, but the cake's basically short. The cake is very shallow. It's very thin. It's a short cake, so nothing changes. It just basically like spreads out. Um, the cake I've got, I feel like would basically fall apart on one side. So my assumption is that the cake would basically be let's say like down here. What would the inside of the cake be? Let's figure that out. Oh, also, let's get rid of the integration on it as well. So let's widen it a little bit on both sides and have it maybe like a little bit more wider. But it's like really destroyed. I wouldn't mind keeping the texture actually. The texture's actually pretty cool. Because the bottom is fine. Nothing will change the bottom. I'm just assuming like what if Lucia's like, I'm gonna give this cake to my master, put it on the ground, just does a simple what would that look like? It'd be a lot shorter, but it would be like outwards a little bit. Also, it's in front of the clothing. This cake should be in front of everything. Not gonna lie, but better off, I guess. Let me move this above everything, but not the goodies though. Yeah, so let's get rid of this section here. Let's have a chunk just here. Let's just have a chunk here. Chunk there. Half of it's gone. Whether or not she eats it. Would she be eating it? That's my question. I might do that as well. That's an idea. Get rid of that. Have it on top of the finger, because I can do that, but have it on top of the finger. Actually, let's go back to an original. Right, and I want to cut, let's say, like a section out of this, just to make it a bit more simple. And then okay, so the inside of the cake I think should be like lighter. It should be lighter. Also the section of the cake here, have it basically just be also the tray, which I forgot about. Actually, no. The tray can stay where it is. What I want to do with the tray is I just want to now go back in and maybe, if it's possible, I just need to do that. Nope, it does not like that. Okay, we're just going to have to do it one simple step at a time. Oh. Okay. The new and improved tray. Where's the cake? Okay. I guess this is kind of what I was going to go for, I guess. So this is better off. I technically did need to rehance what this cake was meant to be. That, or I just put the shoe back on Lucia and go, yeah, she didn't do nothing to this cake. But this might actually be a better idea. This might be a better idea. So, well, the better idea already was a better idea. I just didn't want to commit to it. But I will, because it actually might kind of turn out pretty okay. Right, so... oh, God. What would be the layer of the chocolate cake? Could I go darker towards red? And then bring back the smashed cake because I need it. So she stepped in it, meaning, let's say everything basically just caged in on itself. So let's say that... ooh, color relativity? Color relativity? No. Yeah. Every color's relative. Something a bit more darker. Yeah, okay. So, let's look at these other references up here. So, if she stepped in it with one powerful foot, I'm assuming that you would see, let's say, a bit of the cake here, and you'd basically see it tropped like here. You'd see basically that chunk right here. Also, to make this a bit more noticeable as well, on this one, the chunk of the cake that fell off will show the inner part like that. Just to be a bit more subtle. Then you'd see, let's say, the inner part of the cake falling apart. Am I going to be looking up smashed cake anatomy or something? Get critiqued on, have I made this cake look destroyed? And then they're like, what reference have you used? And I just basically show them fuck knows what. And they're like, oh. God damn it. I swear to God. This is the best possible thing. All I need is the... Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, she destroyed that cake. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what I was saying was... I just need to see the aftermath. That's it. Do I get to see the aftermath? Oh, bloody hell. You know, she destroyed that. That's fucking That's fucking insane. Oh God. This is brilliant. Wantfeet.com. Sure. I'll save that for later. The link to the website, not what I'm looking at. There's possibly more on there that I actually would like to look at. I want feet reference, that's what I want. Okay. So let's say the icing is gone. So you'd see this side. That's the side of the cake. And then all this would basically be, you know, the dark cake. Actually, no, all this would be fine. All this would be fine up here. All this would be fine up here. I think. I can only do so much to figure this out. Wait. Clip is slowing down. We're back. Oh yeah, I think I see where I'm going with this now. And since it's her her right foot, yeah, since it's her right foot actually stepping into, I could imagine that the her arch would basically create this sort of like shape where we don't actually destroy this part, I'm assuming. There we go. Right. The numbers. Should take the candles off. Should put them back on afterwards. So, actually, where is it? Did I remove the cake? Oh, here's the old cake. Let's take the colour that represents the candles. Get rid of that. Go back to the smashed cake. And now what we're going to do is we're basically going to treat that, also the flame. Let me get rid of all this nothingness here. It's in the way. Right. So yeah, the colour that I'm using for the smashed cake, we now have to figure out the basic shape. So 24 is the name. So let me look at the perspective. That's a block. Then we can have another block here where it's kind of like upwards like this. There we go. There's the... It looks like a sad face. The cake is sad. Yeah, so there's the numbers, which I could have actually put in a separate layer. Give me a second. I am going to do that. I'm going to copy those and delete them from this, and I'm just going to put numbers. So now they're separated. Right. Now, we need to carve into these to make them look like a 2 and a 4. With my power of perspective, or my power of the box, really. It's not perspective, it's boxes. I'm assuming that would be a section of the... Nope, that's the wrong layer. Psych, that's the wrong layer. Actually, what the heck is this? Oh, I see it now. When I flipped it, I'm like, what is that? No. That'd be the 2. The 4, it's an upwards perspective, so we would see the 4 here, like that. Actually, it'd be smaller because it's smaller. Keep doing that. Smaller ridge. Bit too high. Let's lower that down a little bit. Nah, that's stupid. Bit more slanted. Like that. And then this part here would go in like that. And go up like that. Oh, I know what I did wrong. The 4 should be about here. Right, there we go. So if I go back to the cake, actually no, we're not doing the numbers yet. Where are the numbers? Where are the numbers, Mason? What do they mean? They mean, oh god damn it, I don't know what they mean. You should know what they mean, Mason. What are you trying to do? Are you trolling? Are you trolling, Mason? Good question. Is he trolling? Such a good question. Right. With the brush in hand. This looks like a 4. But not the 4 you expect. Because technically the 4 actually starts here, goes up, goes across, and basically lines up flat like that. like that. That would be the 4. My power of shape is scaring me as well. I'm I don't know until I try it. I can't tell you I know. I can just be confident that I do know, and it kind of works out. Like I think I've already proved that just a little bit. I hope. Hey, I've still got lots to improve, but I'm glad that I have a starting point. But yeah, look at that. We're reimagining what this cake would be if it was completely flattened by a demonic soul, let's just say. If you know what I mean. If it works. Yeah. So you'd see a little bit of the inner side of the cake, but yeah. Now knowing a little bit more about the perspective here, I could actually go in, because I kind of know a bit more about where this is meant to be. But yeah, that's basically the 4. Like, that makes a lot more sense now. But that also means I can basically take this and I can cut this down a little bit. It's a bit too big. As the anime girl said, it's too big. There's that, and then there's this 2 here. Look at this advanced 2 perspective. Like, what the fuck is this? What am I trying to do here? Well, I'll show you. I'll show you. If I can just look back at the 2 I did, actually. That's the 2. That's the 2. So, okay. So there's those lines here. Ooh, my favorite song. It's not my favorite song, but Photek's too good for this world. His music is great. I love it. Boom, 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 boom. Quite a mess right now, but we're figuring it out. Oh, bloody hell. Wrong tool. Wrong colour. Yeah, that works. Could I do better? Yes. But does this work? Also yes. Look at that. Right, so Now, to make them easier to see, you can go back into the smashed cake, and I'm actually going to basically fill in the blanks just to kind of show that the cakes do have, you know, I'd rather have them overlap just so you can see behind them. This one's basically plodding on top. Like that. Yeah, there you go. That's basically it. That's the smashed cake in some cases. There's more to do, but that's a good start. That's a good start. Look at all this shit I'm going to need to paint back in. Like, no joke. I'm going to have to go back in and paint this whole arm. Like, this whole bit here is going to need to be painted back in. So, that's fine. I guess I can figure that out. But that's it. Like, the extra space that needs to be painted back in is just the hoodie and part of the chest interact with the hoodie. That's another thing I need to add to my list now. Darn. Right, I'm gonna go to the toilet again because I need to go again. I shall be back. Right. Time out. Gonna sit back and witness this monstrosity. The idea I have with this having like an inner portion, looking back at it now, I might not even do that. Because, yeah, there's the inside of the cake, and then there's, do you actually see the inside of a cake when you smash it? Well, no. Like, is this how much damage 1 foot can do? Possibly, if you really stamp it. But no. If I want to make this easier for myself, the whole cake should remain one color, but then also, I should tone back on the color I'm trying to use for like the inside of the cake, because I like that I'm using it for, let's say, the chunk of cake that's on the tray, but for the cake itself, I could turn it back a little bit because it's squashed. We're not cutting into it, we're squashing it. That's the next thing, just to improve the shape I've made. And then try and, step myself back up into what the cake is. I can still add sprinkles, actually. That's the funny part about this. I can still add sprinkles to it. Oh god, this I could still add sprinkles to this cake. It just... Oh, God. That's another thing as well, actually. Knowing that I could... knowing that I'm just making the cake look more destroyed, I'd do well to basically just make the foot look like it's been plastered in it. I should tone it... I shouldn't tone it back. I should exaggerate it a little bit more for the foot. That's what I should do. Right, back into it. Right, so, put that on. Oh. Did I press the wrong thing? It's loading. It's loading some command that I did. Oh, no, nothing happened. There we go. What was that sound? Give me a sec. Heard a thud from downstairs. My mum tripped over the dog. She's fine. And Ronique. Progress on the destroyed cake. We have the not the letters. These are letters. No, numbers. The numbers are back, but they're wonky. I'm just improving the shape of the cake by just removing the darker colour that I was using, because I think I went a bit too AWOL on it. Just need to look through the shape of the cake again. Just looking at all these references. Need to look at the 3 references I've got. I'm going to zoom into this. Yes, much more realistic cake. The realistic cake isn't built like a truck. It just destroys everything. So if I had to try and mimic the shape of the foot, I'm assuming there'd be a chunk here. There'd be a chunk here that would appear. And then maybe up here as well. Actually, I think I'm onto something. Maybe. And then what I can do is I can just shade it in a little bit. Okay. Also, yes, I kind of do want to do it now. The brush that I was using. Just want to add that back in. Because I think that would be nice. Oh, no. Oh, bloody hell. There we go. And then I can maybe shade a bit of that on its own. Okay. So if I now go down to here, this is what I have for the main cake. I shall exaggerate it just a little bit more. Can I get the brush? Thank you. Yes. Destruction. So much for wearing rings, Lucia. Your rings are going to be absolutely filthy. She literally would say, I don't care. I don't care. She wouldn't care. It doesn't matter. She can deal with dirty rings. But I have to deal with a dirty cake, so... What do I get, really? What do I get, really? What do I get, really? That's the case here. Right. Now, I'm assuming that she would, like, she basically maybe would have, like, a chunk here. I'll make that very noticeable when I take off the filter a little bit, but... And I can... Okay. That would basically be it. That would basically be like the representation. That would be it. That literally would be it. So if I check out the old cake, we had the wicks in the top that I actually represented as the same colour as the cake. Okay. What else am I missing from the old cake? Nothing. Actually, I know what I'm missing from the old cake now. The white section, the lighter section of the cake, that is the part that matters now. So if I go back in to the smashed cake, it'd be this color. Will the candles still be lit? My assumption is that I feel like she would not light them again. Like, part of me is like, part of me would be like, okay, she smashes the cake, then puts the lights on it, them still being lit. That's my assumption. She smashes the cake, puts the candles back on, lights them. But I feel like only one of them should be lit, just for the fun of it. The other one shouldn't. That would be devious. I don't know, like, she's like, oh, make a wish. Oh, sorry, I made a wish for you. The wish is that you get a cake from me. And it's like, oh, okay. The cake that I wanted was basically the cake that she gave me that was destroyed. She was like, here's your gift from me. It's your wish. What wish? The wish of the cake being destroyed. I'm like, oh, I wished for a cake to be destroyed? I'm like, yeah. I saw it in your mind, and I'm like, did I say that? And she's like, She crawls around in my mind and goes, you did ask for that. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you made a wish. I made a wish for you. I'm like, saves you blowing it out. Damn. Also, the shape of this actually would be a bit more flatter. It'd be a bit more like, make that like a line that up. That's perfectionism right there. No one would know. No one would bloody know. Let's just say that. There we go. You're the master of polygon tool. It's funny. Like, I've used it for quite a bit, and I'm glad that I found out about it, because it's really useful for me, at least. Like, there's because for me there's there's oh, let's make the selection as simple as possible. And then there's, oh yeah, I could use this as like a adjustment for like shading something. That's what I like about it. A master, possibly. I couldn't really, I just like to use the tool, knowing for a fact that it actually is useful. I just know for a fact that I remember hearing about it, and I'm like, well, no, I heard about the lasso tool being very useful for shading. Then I moved on to the polygon tool because it was easier, because at least I can make a straight line. You know? It's helped me quite a bit. Make a vague shape, go back through, cut it down into something a bit more simple. I like that. I never used it ever. To be honest, you could get away with not even using that specific type of selection tool. Like, I started out using the lasso tool for a bit, but it's very it's very it's wibbly wobbly. That's how I describe it. It's not accurate enough for me, at least. At least with a polygon tool, I don't have to do it in one stroke. I can just do, my hands off. I'm not touching the screen anymore. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, this selection took me less time, but I also didn't have to do it in one stroke. This I'd have to do in one stroke. If I fail, I'm like, oh shit, I've got to do it again. Like, I've got to commit to like one shape, and it's it's not easy. So I don't use it as much. I do use it as a way to like easily like circle things in, but polygon wise, I like it because it, straight lines. I like straight lines. Straight lines are very useful for me. My mother is calling me. I shall be back. One sec. weird timing, but my dinner's ready. Oops. Dinner's ready for me, so I'm gonna have to leave it here. It's funny enough, I've actually been able to get 4 hours out today, and I've actually done pretty decently on the list of things I want to do. But I will continue this. I'm in a good mood to get this done. I'll focus on the cake and the sprinkles since that's one unit. I want to get the face and all the things in this stuff done here. But I'm gonna have to cut it short because I wasn't expecting my mum to make me dinner. But I'll continue this in my own time. I do want to keep on working on this. And hopefully I can maybe get this into a decent state for Friday, and then the final stretch. I hope that I can say that Friday is the final stretch. But yeah, destroyed cake. I'm just gonna. That's the thumbnail for the stream. That's the thumbnail for the stream. That's it. Right. Anyway, thank you to Benifer for being here. Thank you, Andrew Unique, for being here as well. Thank you. I'm glad that you both are regulars. Thank you for coming back. It's nice to see people are coming back regularly. And thank you to anyone else that have come in as well. Since I can imagine that there'd be a lot of other popular options, but I'm glad that you picked an unpopular option on the search and you accidentally found me and you were here and you were like, oh yeah, this is cool. I appreciate you the most because that tells me that I can be seen. So I appreciate that. Thank you to any lurkers who just came in. I appreciate that. I'll be back Friday. I will keep working on this because I have a good feeling about this. I'm getting there. So yeah, I'm gonna go and eat jacket potato with cheese and beans and a piece of chicken from yesterday. Oh, and coleslaw. That's also nice. Right. Good night then. Great stream, by the way. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. I guess thanks for giving me confidence because I would have been like, nah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to make the cake fucking destroyed. I'll do it for you, mate. Because yeah, it would not make any sense if I didn't. So thanks for that. I'll keep working on it, and I'm gonna have to look at more references now. I'm gonna have to look for more references